At 11.
On the G and Ursula Show.
So less than 2 weeks from today, Seattle is going to be hosting the first of 6 World Cup matches. We're talking about Team Belgium facing off against Team Egypt. And G is going to be a big part of the World Cup festivities as MC. And we've talked about it because this has been something that we've been talking about for the last couple of years now. But now we're just not even 2 weeks away. And if you're still having a hard time getting excited about it, or maybe you don't understand the whole hype around World Cup, you need to hear what this event means and how it is bringing people together across the globe. And to help us with that, Ayman Al-Masri and Amani Abuamo own the Koshari restaurant in Ballard, and they join us now live in studio. And I'm going to start with you, Amani. Tell us, this is something that you've been getting ready for a long time.
My husband has been getting ready more than me. To be honest, he has been getting ready even before we started Koshari. So he would be like, it is going to be here.
Yes.
And then we started Koshari, and then it's like the excitement is just doubled. So,
so what are you guys, Ayman, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting tons of people in town. I'm expecting businesses to do really good. I'm expecting a big boost. And I'm hoping for a few players to come and eat my food.
Yeah. You know what? It's almost lunch o'clock around here. At 11:30, I call it lunch o'clock. We get hungry. And seeing the two of you, knowing that you own an amazing restaurant, I'm already hungry. So let's get past the World Cup. Let's talk about food. Aman, I come to your restaurant, and this is what I want. I want you to give me or prepare for me a dish that best describes where you're from, and in this dish, you're able to describe it to me. What would I order? Tell us about that.
Okay, that's a great question. We're called Koshari.
Okay.
And Koshari is the national Egyptian dish.
Okay.
It is the most famous or the most consumed street food in Egypt. And pretty much around the Middle East now, it's become very famous. Mm-hmm. It's a naturally born vegan dish. You don't need to do anything to it to make it vegan. So, a lot of the times when you advertise something and you say it's vegan, people think that you've substituted something for something.
Right.
Beer is vegan, French fries are vegan, So, anyways, it's naturally vegan. It's very, very healthy and hearty. Mm-hmm. It's a bowl that consists of rice, lentils, elbow macaroni, garbanzo beans, a garlic tomato sauce, and it's topped with crispy fried onions, and you can add hot sauce to it. And we have a sauce that comes on the side called dakka, and it's basically lime juice, garlic, vinegar, cumin, and the extract you get out of those is extremely delicious.
What? Aman, I can tell that your body language, when you started to describe this food, you started to light up. Tell us where this comes from.
I've been cooking for a long time, like at home, pretty much.
He makes my food.
So ever since I was young, even when I was back home and when I went to university, when I was younger, believe it or not, international calls were very expensive, but I was in London, and I would call my mom in Egypt, in Cairo, to ask her to walk me through a recipe. And and we would spend 15 minutes of international calling time talking about how I'm going to make a certain dish, and I would, get up and do it, and pretty much have my college friends come around and eat. So I've been pretty much in the kitchen for a very long time. I never thought I would take it on commercially. It's a different story. But when I did, I wanted to bring something different to Seattle. I imagined the first person that sold pho, or the first person that brought sushi to the cut. Is something that's unknown, and nobody knows what you're talking about, but what you're presenting is delicious. Once someone digs into it, they're going to go, I want more of that. And so I started basically 3 years ago, and it was after COVID, because kind of COVID kind of gave everybody a time to sit back and take a break and, okay, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
And so that's exactly what happened. And I started by doing outdoor events like farmers markets and events in September of 23. And 1 year later, we met up with the cafe owner where we are open right now. And the relationship just started. They opened the morning, we opened the afternoon. And from there, it's just started growing. I have recently joined the Seattle Culinary Academy to try and sort of add to my knowledge of kitchen and culinary work. And so that's pretty much.
I definitely want to add something here.
Yeah.
So Ayman and I got married 4 years ago.
Okay.
And one of the times where I fell in love was not only with Ayman as Ayman. It was interesting because it was funny, kind of. So he was talking to me, and then he told me that he was making full medammes. So full medammes is a fava bean thing, and it's something that is also vegan, and it's so much loved back home in the Middle East and stuff. And I'm like, could you send me some pictures of what you're doing? So he sent me something because it's not only the full medammes. He cut the tomatoes and the onions to put them on the top. And I was very interested to look at how neatly they were cut and how organized. And I mean, the tomatoes next to each other, same size, same look, fresh, the onions the same way. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, ooh. Cutting is so sexy here.
So I want to bring back to the World Cup, though, because you were talking about, you hope it gives you a big boost. How important is a boost? And I'll start with you, Amani. How important is a boost like having an event like the World Cup for a restaurant like Koshari?
Exposure, absolutely. So we've been doing the restaurant for the past, we're going to get to the 2-year threshold on September of this year. But we just started getting really known in Seattle and around, like in Washington State for the past couple months mostly. And it's still local, no matter what you do. But exposure would be really great because if you get Egyptian people, which we actually happen to have them, and they try our koshari, which is not only compared to the commercial made koshari back home, but it's even more like the real homemade, clean, yet super yummy koshari. So if you get these people come from outside and they try your food, exposure it's a period of time to get those exposure, make more sales, but at the same time, local people will get to know you more. So it's absolutely, given other examples of other businesses, that's a beautiful boost.
And at a time like right now, when we're dealing with all sorts of things with the economy and things going on specifically in this region too, how important is that, Ayman?
It's extremely important. The city is reviving. You see the city. We live downtown, so we've seen how dead it was, the COVID, the corona years and all that. And now we see that come back, and there's traffic. The food trucks have people lined up at lunchtime. South Lake Union is packed with people walking at lunchtime. All of that adds, but also the addition of the new convention summit, the new waterfront, all of these, how they've closed up Pike Place for pedestrians only. I think, businesses should capitalize, because I'm a big soccer fan all my life. And ask her, I've been talking to her about the World Cup 4 years ago, because I knew it was coming to Seattle. And I told her all my life I've dreamt to be in a city where the World Cup is going to be hosted, and now it's here.
It's not only talking, just to put things into perspective. He jumps on the couch. Literally. He's a Liverpool fan ever since he was probably in college. And literally when there's a goal, he jumps on the couch. If I happen to be asleep, I get up, but I know there's something like excitement. It's not like someone breaking into our house and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Liverpool fan, so matches in the UK sometimes start at 4 a.m.
Oh.
So I got to get up.
So June 15th
Yes.
is the first match.
Yep.
Team Egypt is going to be playing. You have been a soccer fan your whole life. And you said you've dreamed of this day, of living in a city where the World Cup's going to be, and the first match is going to be Team Egypt. Mm-hmm. Help us better understand how you really feel about being able to be this close to Team Egypt in this match?
Well, first of all, I mean, you got two of them, my favorite players on the team.
Okay.
They're international, they're worldwide known, and just being able to sort of go and watch a match where they're playing and support and go crazy with the fans, that is just alone a dream. My bigger wish would be like if they wander into my restaurant to eat, thinking nobody would recognize them, and, you know.
Right. So speaking of your restaurant, and maybe you guys can answer this. Okay, it's gonna be exciting. You guys in preparation for people coming to your restaurant. Paint the scene for inside the restaurant. Somebody's listening right now. And they're like, maybe I should go show up to that restaurant and show up to where they are around World Cup time. What can people expect when they come to your place?
Closed, because we will be at the Seattle Center.
But yeah, we're also like like for a few days during the World Cup, we will be at the Seattle Center in a booth because they have like a food market set up, and we've been we were lucky enough to get a spot.
Okay.
And so we will be selling our food at the Seattle Center 15, 16, 17, and then we're back
23
open, and
through 26
and then for the second match as well.
Okay.
With Egypt, we'll be at the Seattle Center.
See, I didn't know that. Ursula, did you know that? I didn't know they actually. So, can you explain what Seattle Center, what they're doing there? I didn't know that they had restaurants there.
So I can give a quick background here. Usually, I mean, away from Koshari, Ayman and I have been the co-directors of Seattle Arab Festival that takes place at the Seattle Center every year.
Okay.
It's part of the Festal. And I mean, we know how beautiful the events usually are there. So this year, because of the obviously because of the FIFA, the World Cup, they're organizing this big event for the World Cup, and they're going to have tons of food vendors around the Seattle Center from every place, and they reached out to the people that they know so they can be there, you know, like more like food that is cultural linked.
Okay.
And this is one of the reasons why we're going to be there. And it was beautiful because Seattle Center people gave us those 2 slots to be around the days of where Egypt will be playing. So anyone that goes to Seattle Center, they're going to be watching the games on big screens, and at the same time, they can be just wander there, getting their favorite food and stuff, and get to know other stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really big at the Seattle Center as well. So I'm not advertising for them, but it is going to be. They got big screens. They got big screens. They have food vendors. That's why I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun time.
And just for folks who are still like, you know what, it's just going to be a pain in the neck. It's going to be bad traffic. It's going to be, you know, a lot of people here just adding to our. I want you to tell our listeners why you are so positive, not just the business thing, but World Cup in general, to have an event like this here.
Well, first of all, don't worry about traffic. Don't get in your car, okay? Seattle is a great place to walk. I mean, there is not a better place in the U.S. of A city where you can enjoy a walk, nice, wide sidewalks, amazing shops, lots of restaurants, lots of places to go. The weather's going to be great. You know, I mean, you cannot avoid
and public
that.
Transportation. I mean, I'm a big fan of public transportation, and Seattle Center is so much obviously centered. So it's in a place where people can just go there without
Monorail,
driving.
There are so much you can. At traffic, I would not worry about traffic because the fun you will have just walking downtown, just going from one place to another. I mean, I could walk in Seattle without needing my car every day.
Well, one thing I've learned is we always have traffic here in Seattle, so we're pretty used to traffic. Before we get ready to close up, I just want to make sure I got this right. So there's people that's asking, and people say they've been looking for the type of restaurant that you guys have right now. So let's do this in 2 ways. 1, let's tell the name of your restaurant again, and then 2, tell the people how they can find you. All that stuff, and especially then number 3, tell us about that whole thing that they're doing at Seattle Center, because I need to be a part of that. So you name your restaurant and how they can find you. Go ahead.
Okay, so we are Koshari.
Koshari.
And we are open in Ballard on 24th and 57th. Basically, we're inside a cafe called Salt and Sugar, and we only open in the afternoons, between 5 to 8.
I mean,
and
if they
5
look us
to
up
9
on the
for
map,
weekend.
Koshari is on the map, but it shows that we're inside that cafe.
And
It's all on
cafe's
Google.
called-
The times, the hours are on Google. They're on our website. We're open Wednesday through Sunday evenings.
Okay.
We are a vegetarian vegan restaurant. The concept came from wanting to introduce something new, and we bring authentic Middle Eastern vegetarian recipes. We do not change anything. The flavor is there. We use tons of garlic, cumin, onions. So
Disclaimer.
yeah. So that's one. And if you love that kind of food, please come in. It is delicious. We are going to be at the Seattle Center during the World Cup, 15th, 16th, and 17th of June, and then 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th of June.
And by the way, there are tons of other vendors, and the good thing about there, it's more like literally food vendors. Usually at these times, they not only deliver food, they actually deliver culture. So a lot of people show a real show of making food there. It's a lot of fun. So it's not only that you just go order food and go. It's not burger, it's not hot dogs, it's not typical food. It's really cool stuff. So it's just a win-win to people, families and stuff. Kids can just play. It's a wonderful place to be for everyone.
Well, you don't have to beg me for a good time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Ayman Al-Masri and Amani Abuamo, Koshari Restaurant. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you very
in.
much.
for
Thank
having
We hope
us.
you have great success during the World Cup.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank
Would
you.
love to see you.
Yes.
And I love what Justin in Tacoma says. You can never have too much garlic. Nope, I'll take it. Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, coming up next here on the Gene Ursula Show, it's time for Agree to Disagree. Gene Ursula.
This hour is brought to you by DUI Heroes. KIRO News Radio, winner of 7 regional Edward R. Murrow Awards, including Overall Excellence and Investigative